Snapchat's new Topic Chats feature makes it easier to comment publicly on things that you're interested in. Read AI is building a note-taking app that works nearly anywhere. And Meta has asked the Oversight Board to weigh in a little bit on community notes ahead of its expansion. It's Wednesday, November 19th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. Snapchat has introduced a new feature called Topic Chats, which allows users of the social network to participate in public conversations about popular trends. By its own admission, Snapchat has previously focused on private conversations, but says the growth of its TikTok-like Spotlight feature made it clear that people want to comment publicly about topics that they're interested in. So Topic Chats, which are coming to Canada, New Zealand, and the U.S. first, will appear in different areas of the Snapchat app in the shape of a big yellow button that says, Join the Chat. Tap it and you'll join that conversation, where you can also browse related Spotlight videos. Snapchat will show you when your friends are in a particular chat, and any that you join will then appear at the top of your personalized Topic Chat page. Snap says it will moderate the new platform to ensure it remains safe, and told TechCrunch it will use LLMs, among other measures, to ensure that topics being engaged with are of an appropriate nature. All profiles will remain private unless you're already friends, which Snap says will prevent unwanted friend requests or direct messages. Topic Chats are set to go live in the coming weeks and will appear in chat shortcuts and the Stories page, as well as when searching or viewing Spotlight videos. You probably have not heard of Read AI. The company has quietly been making a name for itself in the crowded AI space, though, signing up 50,000 customers daily in recent months. Now, at first glance, Read AI resembles apps like Otter.ai. You can use the software to transcribe and summarize meetings, but it's also a bit more ambitious than that. It's AI on standby. So said Read AI CEO David Shim, explaining that the company's vision is to give people a tool that can record, transcribe, and analyze nearly every professional conversation that they have, no matter where those discussions take place and whether they occur online or in person. Read AI is taking a major step toward realizing that vision with the release of its new Operator Agent. Come on, the company could have picked a more original name, but anyway. And new apps for Windows, Mac OS, and Android. Between its own software, including an existing iOS app and third-party integrations, Read AI users can now connect their accounts to more than 22 other platforms. Some of those more notable inclusions there are Gmail, Outlook, Slack, HubSpot, and Notion. More importantly, with Read AI's mobile apps, you can record impromptu in-person meetings. The company has data showing that more than half of professional conversations occur outside of online spaces. In any case, no matter where you talk to your colleagues, Operator is there to generate notes and insights. Shim said, We don't just look at meetings, we look at topics that are interesting to you. To that end, Read AI has built a series of in-house multimodal models that look for context beyond what's said during any interaction that you record. For example, the company's systems are designed to catch when you enthusiastically answer a question or look away in disinterest, and then use that data to decide how the software goes about summarizing your meetings. Now, you might be wondering how Read AI hopes to compete in a market where a company like Microsoft is aggressively pushing Copilot on its users. If Shim is worried about the big players, he doesn't seem to show it. He said, There's a need for an independent third party. There's always something new coming out, and that ability to be the independent third party that plugs into different solutions is actually what consumers want and need. To his point, since the launch of Copilot 2 years ago, Read AI has seen a 20 times increase in the daily number of people using its software alongside Microsoft Teams. He believes the company's approach to data privacy is another differentiator. By default, users are opted out of their data being used for training Read AI's future models. Shim also noted that the company takes recording disclosure seriously, saying, "You need to notify people that you are recording a call, and we put that front and center every single time." Now, if you want to try Read AI, the company offers a free plan that includes 5 meeting transcripts per month. Pricing for its paid subscriptions start at just under $20 per month. When Meta announced last year that it was ditching third-party fact-checkers in favor of an X-style community notes system, the company was careful to note that it would only implement the changes within the U.S. to start with. Now, nearly a year later, the social media company is getting ready to expand the crowd-sourced fact checks to more countries and is asking the Oversight Board for advice on a potential rollout. The company has requested that the board weigh in on factors we should consider when deciding which countries, if any, to omit from the international rollout of community notes. Notably, Meta is not asking the Oversight Board to advise on the merits of replacing traditional fact-checking organizations. Instead, the company wants guidance on how to approach country-specific challenges and whether there should be any carve-outs. Up to now, Meta has been experimenting with community notes on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads in the U.S. only. People who want to be able to author notes still need to be approved, but the company allows anyone to rate notes. However, it seems that the feature so far has not gained as much traction for Meta as it has on X. In September, the company said that just 6% of the more than 15,000 notes that had been contributed had actually been published. In a statement from the Oversight Board, the group said it would consider issues like whether a crowd-sourced fact-checking system would make sense in countries with low levels of freedom of expression or without a free press, as well as places with low levels of digital literacy. It also said it was hoping to hear public comments from researchers who have studied different approaches to countering misinformation. Unlike with a typical case from the Oversight Board, which deals with specific content moderation decisions, Meta has no obligation to implement any of the group's recommendations. But the company has previously chosen to follow its suggestions in previous policy advisory opinions, including its decision to roll back COVID-19 misinformation rules following a recommendation from the board. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Matt Tate, Igor Bonifasic, and Carissa Bell, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.